iPhone 13 mini, which is bird size phone, has been overheating like crazy. So hopefully just get through this before it decides to get too hot. A couple of things. One, I noticed that YouTube just added direct messages in the app. So before it used to be like, go find me somewhere, I have Instagram, blah, blah, blah. But now, if you ever have any questions about something, please feel free to message me. Um, I my goal is to try to make this as simple for everybody as possible. Fat loss is not a lifelong thing; it's a phase. And once you do a few things, understand a few things, then you should go into your living phase and enjoy your body and your life. Remember, our definition of health is your ability to engage with life on your terms. If you cannot engage with life the way that you want, then you are not healthy. At least that is my opinion and my definition of health. And so then you can define it in your terms, obviously. Right? So, um, burrito diet updates. The burrito diet book has been actually. Let me preface this by saying something about procrastination because we watch a lot of stuff on the internet, and it can feel a lot of the times it's difficult to relate to the person giving the answers to the questions we have. And so, you know, somebody might be saying the right things in terms of like technically they're saying the right stuff, like, but it doesn't apply to you, or it's not relevant to you, or you can't relate to it. So um, I wanted to share a little bit about like my history with procrastination, and sometimes I'm like it's kind of crazy to me that I have been able to get in really good shape, do some really cool things physically, be an actor, be in commercials. I've been on a TV show. Uh, the things that I have accomplished, sometimes I'm like, two things. One, holy shit, like that's like I procrastinate on everything. So, but number two, how much more enjoyable all those things would have been if I didn't procrastinate? How much more success or enjoyment of those things could I have if I didn't procrastinate? So the reason I'm saying that is because similarly, I know there are things. I mean, this channel is about fitness, and fat loss and being strong and all that stuff. I know that's something that a lot of us procrastinate on, including myself. I have done it as well, and it sucks. And so the update to the burrito diet book is that I am working on it. I have a plan to get this thing out and published uh, within the next 30 days, and just chipping away at it. I mean, most of it has already been written. Over the course of writing on Instagram and emails online for 13 years, 14 years, like I've written most of it. But the actual book is about 70% done. So I gotta go through there and add those things. But I wanted to share that I plan on having that done, and I want it to be practical. I don't want it just to be conceptual. I want it to be both, because you can't have just the concepts and you can't have just the tactics. A person who just has tactics doesn't know how to adapt in different situations. And a person who just has concepts usually is just spending all their time thinking about it and not actually doing something. And part of that is, well, do I have, okay, I understand this concept. It makes a lot of sense. It sounds amazing. I would love to do that. But then what is the actual steps? Like, for example, grocery list, meal plans, specific strategies for travel, specific strategies for when you have, a kid and you're waking up every, 2, 3 hours, whatever it might be. You need the tactics to put your concepts into the real world. We got to take our concepts and take them into the real world. So, yeah, just wanted to share this quick update. Like I said, the DMs on YouTube are now open, so feel free that whatever. Like, I'm always here to try to help people. And if you want to make the burrito diet something practical and actionable, like, let me know. I have tons of stuff on the internet, but you got to go search for it. You got to search through the YouTube, the Instagram. So sometimes if you just ask, I can point you directly in the right direction. Or if you want to work with me one-on-one or in the group, that's fine. That's cool too. But yeah, I'm excited. This procrastination thing has been something that has slowly over like 2 decades just made life not as enjoyable. And that is not the type. So that is not the type of experience that I want to experience. So, but at the same time, I want to say one thing on that. I do think that everything happens the way that it's supposed to happen because the knowledge that the knowledge and experience that I have right now, having gone through so many more different situations and life events, is much more useful to you as a person than, say, when I was like 26, 27. Uh, pretty. I mean, I had responsibilities, but like, I didn't have a real job. I owned my own business. Worked. I managed my family business. Uh, no boss, no nothing, right? So like, it was pretty relaxed and carefree. And although I was saying the right things to people that technically are correct, I wasn't fully like, I understood it intellectually, but I couldn't understand what it's like for somebody who, you know, has a very stressful job. They have, family obligations, uh, responsibilities, all that kind of stuff. And so now, like, that stuff has become far more, you know, I've experienced a lot more of that. And so the strategies are more relevant, I guess, or even like they're coming from a different person because I am not that person, from 15 years ago, whatever it was. So, which is good because you want to, um, at least in my opinion, for me, you want to experience. You want to be able to adapt as life progresses, and you want to still be able to get the things you want to get, regardless of what's going on. Um, One of my mentors, Nick Peterson, he always says, intelligence. How do you define intelligence? Intelligence is your ability to get what you want. And so, um, yeah, that's all. YouTube DMs are open uh, for help, guidance, whatever, jokes, memes, and then Burrito Diet book will be coming out in the next month. Um, yeah, that's all. Now it's time to go grab some breakfast at Los Gatos Cafe. If you're ever in the Bay Area, highly recommend going to Los Gatos Cafe. Their potatoes are the best that I have ever tried anywhere. I've had a lot of places all over the world and had breakfast. This is solid. Solid. It's called Los Gatos Cafe. There's two. I like there's one. The one is the one that you want to go to is the one in downtown Los Gatos. Um, yeah. So I'm excited. Um, and also, if you want a copy of the Burrito Diet book, uh, you can DM me and I'll send you what I have so far. If you would be willing to uh, give it a read, any thoughts, any comments, questions, anything that I can help to use to make it better. Uh, One thing that I've always kind of struggled with is uh, opening myself up for criticism and you know obviously constructive criticism. Because if you tell me something dumb, if you tell me something mean, then I'm gonna log in and ignore. But it, it, it's another thing. This is a topic for another day. But anyways, if you would like to help with that, feel free to shoot me a DM. Peace.